My name is Ryan Cleary, your Member of Parliament for St. John's South Mount Pearl, and this is your weekly video blog update. This week in Ottawa, this week in the House of Commons was all about the Conservative Omnibus Budget Bill, what we call a Trojan Horse budget bill. And we call it a Trojan Horse because there were so many different items packed into that bill that were budget unrelated. From changes to unemployment insurance to changing the age of eligibility for old age pension to 67 from 65, to federal job cuts, to gutting the Fisheries Act, to gutting the Federal Department of Fisheries and Oceans in Newfoundland and Labrador in general. It was all in that budget. On Monday night, I gave a speech, my second speech on the budget bill in the House of Commons. We're going to show a clip of that first. Let's go with that clip.
1/3 of this massive 421-page ominous Trojan horse budget bill, a full 1/3 of the bill, is dedicated to environmental deregulation, a full 1/3. The ominous budget rips the word habitat right out of the Fisheries Act, cutting to the chase. By removing habitat, what it will mean is that if a fish doesn't have what they deem to be economic value, it will be destroyed to make way for a pipeline or a mine. Fish will have even less value than it does today, if that's possible. And the fisheries minister will have even more power. The federal cabinet will have even more power. How scary is that, Madam Speaker? I heard the Minister of Public Safety say in this House today that the New Democrats would be worried if a single minnow was killed. We'd be worried if they even killed a minnow. Madam Speaker, under successive Conservative and Liberal governments, commercial stocks such as cod, flounder, capelin, herring, on and on and on, have all been battered, have all been beaten, have all been decimated. One stock after another stock after another stock. I wouldn't trust this Conservative government, the Minister of Public Safety, with a goldfish.
Ultimately, we could not stop the Conservatives from passing that budget bill. And the reason why is simple. They have a majority. They have more Conservative MPs than the New Democrats, the Liberals, the Green, the Bloc, the Independents combined. There are more Conservatives, so they shoved that through, and they had the bill passed. The bill will become law. What we wanted to see happen was we wanted to see the omnibus budget bill, this Trojan horse, we wanted to see the different parts of that bill broken apart so that we could have a different bill on the changes to employment insurance, for example, on the gutting of the Fisheries Act, on increasing the age of eligibility for old age pension, so we could have that broken out and studied by committee and have some good, decent analysis of the impact of all these changes, all these legislative changes, so we could have good study. Again, we could not stop the Conservatives. We tried. We had a marathon voting session in the House of Commons this week. We had 159 consecutive votes over 30-odd hours. Again, it was a marathon, and we lost every single vote. Over the next few years, this country is going to change. The country of Canada, as you know it, the country of Canada that I grew up with, is going to change. Environmentally, in terms of our social programs. We're looking forward to the year 2015. In 2015, we have the next federal election, and that's when you're going to see my party, the New Democrats, make our move. Next week in the House of Commons is the last week before the break for the summer session. So I'll be speaking next week on what? I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But it'll be a good week. Every week is a good week. It's a fascinating week. Every week I'm up here fighting for Newfoundland and Labrador. So we'll have another video blog next week. It'll be the last of the season, so make sure you tune in. And make sure you go to my blog, fishermansroad.blogspot.ca, fishermansroad.blogspot.ca, and I post everything there, my videos, my statements, my speeches, you name it, it'll be posted there. Have a good week.